on, guys? So I'm sure you can tell by my voice, I'm getting sick, but we're gonna push through this one. So I'm sure you can tell by the title, we're gonna be talking about the 2019 Silverado. So for you that do not know or are new to the channel, this is my 2018 Silverado. So I've got the last year of the current generation, or it will be the last generation when they have this new one out. So I thought I'd give my thoughts and opinions on it because I've heard some things about it that just really do not appeal to me. So obviously this video is going to kind of be more directed towards the people like myself that like to do stuff to their truck. If you like to leave it stock, this is probably not the best video for you because, you know, in stock form, just about any vehicles, as long as you like the way they look, they're pretty much good to go. But there is some negatives to the new truck, and for people that want to actually do stuff to it. So the first thing is obviously going to be if you like the way it looks. So I have said in a video before about Chevrolet having square fenders and how it's kind of weird, you know, they ought to have a round fender or whatever. But, you know, Chevrolet, GM, they've always had square fenders. And you know what? I think there was a reason behind that. I think they actually just need to stay with the square fenders, because, you know, and I didn't dislike the way the square fenders look. I just thought, you know, like Ford and stuff, you're always able to put a bigger tire typically because of the round fender wells. And yeah, I know some people will say, well, it doesn't matter if the top of the fender well is square or if it's rounded, but typically the, you know, distance of it with a round fender well is usually bigger, but that's a whole different discussion. But the 2019s, they have round fenders. They have a lot of stuff. I got a picture right here. You know, they got the split headlights, but it's like a weird split where it's like the body, the fascia is molded around. I don't know. It's just, it's not good to me. You know, this is just personal preference, of course. Some of you may love it, some of you may hate it. This is the picture I'm looking at. I'll put a clip of it over me talking here probably, but man, it just does not look good. Maybe in person it'll look better because that's how typically new vehicles work. You don't like them in pictures, but when you see them in person, you'll start to grow on them, and then eventually everybody likes them, whatever. But as far as in the picture, it's bad. The mirrors on it are horrible. They're horrible. The front is just weird, man. It's just real weird, and I do not like it at all. Let's swipe through here. Yeah, see the side profile, it looks like legitimately looks kind of like a Tundra, like a lot like a Tundra, a whole lot like a Tundra. Which, you know, I get, they're all kind of going in the same direction, so they're all going to kind of look similar. I mean, you can only change so much. I think the GMC's decent, okay? The GMC is decent looking. It's pretty tough. It's got the single headlight. Fender wells look pretty good because they have that black trim. It's really thick. I don't know. I mean, like I said, this is the picture I'm looking at the GMC. I don't know if y'all can even see that, but it's not that bad. It's definitely a lot better than the Chevrolet. Still got weird mirrors and weird Tundra-like body lines, and I don't know. But the looks are, of course, you know, just personal preference, so we'll just leave that up to the individual. But I've been hearing some stuff. Number one, you know, if you've been following the channel, you know I have not always been crazy about V4 mode, just because I don't know, it just is an annoyance. Some people say they don't even notice it. I don't see how you don't notice it, but whatever. But on the new trucks, and this might not be true, but I heard that they're going to be able to jump from 4 to 6 to 8 depending on the load. So that might not be true. The 6 part, obviously they'll have 4. I doubt they'll ever go down in 2 cylinders, but yeah, so if it gets even more complicated than what it is now, I feel like it's just going to have the truck even more confused, and it's going to be a nightmare. But that's not the worst of what I've heard. The worst part is I've heard that they're going to have the stop-start start technology in the V8 trucks. That is just going to be a nightmare. And like I said, for the people that are stock and always will be stock, no big deal. Can you imagine doing a loud exhaust and then you pull up to a stop sign, a red light, whatever, truck turns off, then you mash the gas, boom, you know, loud as crap or whatever, you know. It just, I hate that. I've driven one vehicle that had the stop start, and I just, no, I guess I'm just old school on that aspect, and I do not want that whatsoever. I mean, that's just, especially on a truck, a V8 truck, it supposedly will be an option or be available on the 5.3 and the 6.2, and that means, like most of Chevrolet stuff, you don't really have an option of turning it on and off. Similar to the V4 mode, from Chevy, you can't just turn it off. So, if they do have the stop start, whatever it's called, on all models, and you can't turn it off, that would just be horrible. I mean, that would be so annoying. And you know, it's really, some of these manufacturers are really starting to get to the point where you're really, the new trucks you're just not going to be able to do anything with. Similar to like the L5P diesels right now, you can't tune them, you can't do anything with them, and it sucks. And you know, potentially the gassers are going to get that way. You know, you never know what kind of exhaust system they'll come up with, or you know, like this stop-start technology. I mean, that's just, heck no, I would never, nope. As well as now you have it's a 4-cylinder turbo option. Of course, it's supposed to compete with the EcoBoost of the Fords, and which those are V6s, and this is a V4. So who knows how it'll be. Obviously, that's not something I would buy, but you know, I'm sure there's a market there for it. But that's not really something I'm going to dog on, because certain people like their V4s or their 4-cylinders or their V6s and stuff, and that's fine and dandy. But the looks of the truck, just that alone, I don't like. Much less the possibility of having the stop start as an unchangeable option. That would be a killer, absolutely killer. Another reason why you should buy a 17, 18, because there is still 17s on the lot somewhere. You can get insane prices. I'm talking about insane. These dealerships do not want these trucks anymore. The 19s are going to be coming out before long, hitting the dealers. They want these trucks gone, and they will sell them to you at a price that they'll get gone. You know, brand new truck you can buy for under 40 grand. I mean, that's insane. When the MSRP of them is, you know, close to 50 or over 50. So, you know, definitely go check out one of these trucks. If you love the way this look, this is my favorite Chevrolet look. You know, it just cannot be beat as far as I'm concerned. I love the way they look. And you know, now they got the prices there, and it's just kind of like a perfect storm kind of thing. You know, you got everything going. Now they got the new ones coming out, and they want these gone, so they're going to sell them. And personally, I just am not a fan of the new ones. They're going to be priced high. It's a brand new one, so they're going to be priced high. They're not going to be wanting to take money off of them at first. They might eventually come down, but I doubt they'll come down to prices like you can get on these trucks. So that's just my thoughts on it. Y'all let me know what you think about the 2019 Silverado GMC Sierra, and I'll see y'all in the next one.